tonight. We are so happy and proud to be here tonight to celebrate with you the 10th anniversary of our Chabad Jewish Center. It's thrilling to see how far our Chabad has come, and it's exciting to look forward to the wonderful things that are ahead. The Chabad's success has been a group effort, and we're very proud of our parents, Abbott and Carole Cohen. They have been part of the group. Their participation and support of the Chabad has been an inspiration to us, our family, and I think hopefully to everyone. They always taught us to be careful and cautious, but when you really believe in something, to go for it, wholeheartedly, full steam ahead. And a perfect example of this is how they have felt about our Chabad Jewish Center, and they're wanting to see it to succeed. Since the very beginning, my parents believed in Rabbi, and they knew that with Hannah by his side, as a team, they would flourish. And our parents wanted to be a part of that journey, and they went on to provide a lot of advice, some mentoring, and a few shekels. Personally, I am speaking for both of us, but I am most proud that Mom and Dad established the Chabad Hebrew School. Every Jewish child should have a Jewish education. Sadly, our father passed away prematurely, but thankfully, our mother continues to be an inspiration, and she shines a light on our Chabad with her generous offerings of time and treasure. We know that the love and the friendship that she enjoys in return from our family here at the Chabad Jewish Center is immeasurable. So it is with great pleasure that we introduce to you one of tonight's honorees, our mother, Carole Cohen.
Never been honored. It is with great pleasure that I accept this honor, but in truth, the honor belongs to my late husband, Abbott. I would like to tell you how it all began. About 10.5 years ago, our doorbell rang, which is a little bit unusual because we live in a gated community. Usually guests are called in. Abbott and I went to the door, and there stood a very young man with a red beard, and scissors hanging from his waistband. With him was his slightly pregnant young wife, holding a challah and a candle. We invited them in, and they explained to us that they were starting a new shul in the clubhouse where we live, and that services, the first service would be Rosh Hashanah, and that it would take place in the clubhouse. We were what I would like to call Rayo Jews, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, with a little celebrations or bar mitzvahs, but we really were not shul attendees. We had belonged to a conservative synagogue in Coral Springs for 30 years, but it really didn't inspire us to do anything much more than we were used to doing. So we decided, why not attend this Rosh Hashanah service at the Chabad? It was not our only motivation. Our true motivation was that we were living in Eagle Trace for about 15 years at the time, and we really only knew a few of the people that lived on our block, and most of them had young children. And we hoped that maybe we would meet other Jewish people our age that we could be friends with. So we decided we would go to this service. It was a beautiful service. It was outdoors on a beautiful night with the stars shining above. It was very musical and just very enjoyable, followed by a wonderful dinner. And we did indeed meet other people that we stayed friends with for a long time and still are friends with. We started going to services, which at that time were only held on Friday night, and were in Mr. Spott's house. The rabbi then invited us to Sukkot dinner at his house, which was an event, because other people were invited, but we were the only ones that showed up. And if that wasn't enough, the electricity that was wired from the house to the sukkah wasn't working. So we sat with candlelight and Hannah running up and down the steps with each course. But it was really lovely, and we did get to know the rabbi and Hannah personally. And then we decided it would be a good idea to reciprocate. And since I'm not kosher, we invited them out for dinner and to a kosher restaurant, which was a novelty for me because I had never been in one. Well, probably had been in one, but it wasn't my usual. And to make a long story short, we really got to know them personally and became more than just rabbi and congregant. We became friends. Abbott, I think part of the reason we became friends was that we really respected the rabbi and Hannah. They had great enthusiasm for what they were doing. They were true to themselves. They were honest about their feelings and their religion. And we started studying, Abbott and I started studying with the rabbi, and he really brought us back to our Jewish roots. And Abbott became very fond of the rabbi and took a fatherly interest, and kind of told him that you're not going to develop a congregation in somebody's house. You have to be in a center, and that's how the word center came to be, I think. You have to be in a place where people feel like they belong. And so here we are, due to the generosity of Mr. Neville, who I think you're going to meet. We rented this facility, and for a very, very low rent, but there was a little bit of a hitch. We were told that we could only stay here until somebody wanted the facility for the price that it was really worth. And lo and behold, 2 years later, push came to shove, and we had to either find another location or vacate the facility. So Abbott, I guess maybe feeling a little responsible, was very generous with the help of the down payment so that we could buy this building. And then again, shortly after that, the rabbi came to us and said that he would like to start a Hebrew school. And Abbott felt that the Chabad was really the future of Judaism, that the Chabad people, who we really didn't feel part of then, were the future. They had Jewish children who were marrying Jewish children, and that it was really necessary to help him with the Hebrew school. So he agreed to, I'm kind of losing my place here, he agreed to underwrite the Hebrew school for the first 3 years, providing scholarship for children so that a group could form and pay for some of the supplies that were necessary. And I'm losing my place. Been pretty well, I don't know where to begin, but the next thing that happened, unfortunately, my husband passed away. And when he did, he left sufficient money so that, together with other donations, this blockbuster video with its blue carpeting and tile half in place and big glass windows and doors outside could be transformed into this beautiful shul that we now have. And I'm telling you all this not so much to pat myself on the back. I have another motivation. If you came through the lobby doors, you saw that my husband's name is up on the lobby wall. And I really want to see that name there forever. It's a legacy to my children and my grandchildren. And as Hannah said before, the rabbi is a dreamer. 10 years ago, he took this blockbuster video, which was really not very pretty, and he dreamt all this, and it's really become a wonderful facility. But he has further dreams. His dream is to make this a community educational facility as well as a place to pray and celebrate. And I'm asking you to support him in all of his dreams so that this becomes bigger and better and more wonderful, and more people come through those front doors and see my husband's name up on that wall forever, long after I'm gone. Thank you.